Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The episode starts off with, you know how they kind of do like the drive-bys of what's going on in each household or whatever. Lisa is at home with her sons, and Mary is at home with her son. He has a full-size refrigerator in his bedroom. First of all, his bedroom looks humongous. Hello. But he has a full-size refrigerator. I know some people, especially like older people, I've heard stories of older people having like little dorm refrigerators, or like people who may have dorm refrigerators in their room with like water and things like that. But he had like a full-size refrigerator. I know he got roaches, ants, and bugs all up and through that room, baby. But anyways, so Jen Shah. Jen Shah is at home, and her nephew. I'm assuming that that's her nephew from Coach Shaw's side of the family. But her and Coach Shaw have been together for what, 30 years or a long time. So, you know, that's her nephew. Fine. Girl, he look like he about 25, 26, you know. That's old enough for a little drive-by. Y'all know I'm a cougar. Hello. He like he about 25, 26, okay? Baby, I don't know. That little boy was fine to me. I was like, oof. Yeah. Okay. It's getting all hot in my drawers, baby. Anyways, so when Jen said that he called her, oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sleepy. Okay, let's get through it, y'all. I'm sorry. When Jen Shaw called and said, when Jen Shaw said that her nephew called her and told her that he wanted to get out of South Central, and she said she never called him back. Jen Shaw, there are some things that you should just not say. Unless somebody else brings it up, you should just leave it alone. Like that's one of those things where you don't bring it up unless that person brings it up, and then you just have to own it. But girl, in this journey of self-discovery, I guess Jen wants to be as honest as possible. But girl, you letting us know that your nephew called and asked you to help him and his family get out of South Central, and clearly you have the means, from what we can see, the way that you live, to assist someone if you wanted to. You don't have to. But, you know, if my niece had called me and said, Uncle Rodney, I need some help, y'all already know, girl. It's a no-brainer for me. Unless they got some sorry laying beside them, then that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. Girl, let me stop, girl. I'll be so mad. I pray to God. Please don't let my nieces be dumb over no man. Oh my God. Or no woman. Whoever. Just don't let them be dumb. Okay. So anyways, girl. Yeah, I thought that was, well, I don't know why I hollered. When I tell y'all, literally, I was in here taking my notes, and when she said that, baby, I literally just dropped my pen. Anyway, Jen realizes that she needs to be a better person all around. Just not saying things, but also showing it. Jen calls Heather. She wants to meet up and have a conversation. I told y'all last year, if those who watch my reunion reviews, I told y'all that I actually started liking Meredith towards the end of the season. And I think that Meredith is one of those people that if her back is against the wall, or if you've disrespected her, baby, she coming for your throat. And I feel like that's what's about to happen between her and Jen. What does Seth do again? I can't remember. I watched the entire season last year, but I can't remember what Seth does. He moves a lot. Like, now he's in Mississippi. I'm just happy his children are of age where they could say, okay, I'm not moving, I'm going to stay here. Because that would take, I would assume that would take a toll on a family having to always pick up and move. I was with Meredith last year, I'm with her this year. I'm not doing all that. If you want to work and travel, work and travel. Because she's going to be here. Like she said, I don't have time to be moving every Tuesday and Thursday. I said, girl, I know that's right. Jen. Jen is out of line. Jen is, let me just say something. In my opinion, when you retweet something, either it's you agreeing with it, co-signing, putting your stamp of approval. There have been times I have retweeted things that I didn't necessarily go through, but I thought it was funny. But at the end of the day, you still agreeing to it to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I know not every tweet that you retweet that necessarily doesn't fall under that category of, oh, I just agree with it. If that makes sense. Like, let me try to give an example. Like, it could be like a sexual tweet. Like, oh, when my man come home, girl, my mouth is always ready to slob on a knob. And you might think it's just, I know that's like extreme, like, but no, it's not extreme for some of y'all. You know, some of y'all nasty. But that may just be something that you think is funny, right? And you might just retweet it. That don't necessarily mean that you at home wait for your man to come home to slob on a knob. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So everything that you retweet doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing it or, you know, but in situations like this, when you know that even though Brooks is a grown man, you're retweeting these things about him, all because Brooks said that basically you threw your legs open and your cat was in his face. Jen is out of line. Because if somebody started retweeting stuff about Sharif and that other son of hers, she gonna have a fit. And y'all know it. So I'm not mad at Meredith for feeling the way that she feels about Jen and the retweeting of stuff. Now, you know, I'm not gonna get into the whole conversation about Brooks' sexuality or whatever, because Brooks is going through the motions of whatever he's going through, like a lot of us do. I'm leaving it at that. I mean, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure out what's going on with Brooks. But again, everybody goes through their journey at their own time, at their own pace, and it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that, girl. I'm trying to be nice. Because y'all know I don't really see it for Brooks. I don't really see it for Brooks. I think he got a fucked up attitude, but it's not about Brooks' attitude. This is about Jen retweeting shit about Brooks, and she ain't got no business doing it. That's what it's about. Mary's cousin is a hot mess, but great at what he does. That's basically what I put. Mary's house is a hot mess. I did kind of think it's not my style, baby. It is definitely not my style. But I did kind of think like the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, Candy, Topia dining room set was actually kind of cute in a weird kind of way. But Mary doesn't give you, Mary gives you very, what is it, how you say it, quirky type of, you know, girl. So it makes sense. You know, Mary is the type of person where she doesn't have just one, you know how people try to make their house flow? Mary's just like, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this. Boom, we done, right? Like, oh, I love that chair. I love that chair. Oh, I love that chair. I love that picture. And it's kind of like, okay, Mary. Anyways, she said that Robert doesn't really listen to her. You know, he's at that age where like a lot of us, you know, go through what we think we're grown. You know, I think a lot of people who are now grown-ups probably went through that stage of, I'm grown. I said Robert probably, girl, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Robert probably he probably fucking that little bitch, not the little bitch, but he probably fucking that little girl who he brought that Prada bag for. That little girl that gave him some little pussy, and now, girl, he turned out, hello, and he ain't listen to nothing mama got to say, okay? Because Robert is a grown-ass man in his eyes, hello? Robert Jr. That's his name, Robert Jr., right? So Jen is at the computer acting like she working on a CBD deal. I said, this bitch over there probably transferring money from old people account to hers, talking about Stewart. You got Stewart. Did y'all hear her tell Stewart to basically like go, I guess, look over the business deal? So it was something like that. Something to me I felt like an assistant would not be doing. Right? Why is your assistant looking over some business deals? Now, going to get you some coffee, going to the grocery store, you know, making sure they file papers or whatever, but to look over some business deals, maybe to proofread something, I guess, right? I don't know. I'm not no businessman, so I don't know. But girl, I thought it was funny when Jen was at the computer talking about a CBD deal. I said, this bitch over here scamming, transferring funds, all types of shit, trifling bitch. Anyways, girl, girl, where am I at? Jen wrong. Basically, at the end of the day, Jen is wrong for liking anything, retweeting anything, tweeting anything that has to do with Brooks. Period. Again, because if somebody did that to Sharif or her other son, baby, Jen would have a flying fit. Jenny and Lisa come over. Lisa basically asks her, girl, do you got some food and not no checks mix? Girl, I said, no, that's right. You know them hoes don't be eating. Heather and Whitney go shopping. Girl, Heather is telling Whitney about Jen. And Whitney is just basically looking at her like, bitch, you crazy. I would not deal with that hoe if I was you. Jenny is a stay-at-home mom. She said, I think she had about 4 or 5 businesses that she that she sold, and she became a stay-at-home mom. As we saw in the next episode, her husband wants more kids. We're going to talk about that more in the next episode, but I am going to say something right now. Let me just say this. One thing I don't understand is why you compromise on kids. If you know you want the Brady Bunch, go get you a woman that wants the Brady Bunch. And if you know that you're not willing to give someone the Brady Bunch, go get you someone that thinks like you. I feel like I'm maybe getting ahead of myself, but I feel somebody is wrong in this situation. I don't know if it's Jenny or if it's the husband. But I don't think that that should be something that should even be an issue. Like kids. You don't compromise on kids. Like, you don't say you don't have kids, especially when you don't want them. And you don't lie to someone and tell them that I want to have a whole bunch of kids when you know you only want 2 or 3. But we're going to get into that ass next week. I think that Jenny's children are super, super adorable. The little girl, what's her name? I can't remember her name. She's hilarious to me. We have Idris and Bo. That's Whitney. Is it Idris and Boo? I forgot the name of that girl company. So Whitney, she wants to have $1 million company. You know, her husband is basically like, don't forget about the family and our life. Basically, I'm not raising, let me share something. I don't know y'all. Like I'm gonna leave y'all relationships alone, but y'all be saying girl, y'all be doing, I don't know, child. Because it's like, y'all, I was scratching my leg. I know y'all like, baby, he over here scratching his cat. No, I ain't, baby. I'm scratching my leg right here. Anyways, but no, for real. I don't know. I just feel like it's unfair for both people involved because you have someone like Whitney. I don't know the arrangements of their marriage when they got together. I think they were both working, I believe. But I don't know if they decided that Whitney would be a stay-at-home mom and now all of a sudden she want to be, you know, businesswoman of the world. I think that's unfair to the man. I know y'all like, no, this bitch didn't. Because if this man asked you or told you what he expects and you said, okay, I'm down for it, and then you up and change 10 years down the line, it is kind of fucked up because it's like, I told you what I wanted out of a wife, right? I wanted a stay-at-home wife who took care of the kids, and now all of a sudden now you want to be, you know, Martha Stewart. And I also think it's unfair for a man to expect someone to just not live their fullest, best life. Like, nobody wants to sit at home with no fucking kids all fucking day. That's why your ass not there. I don't know, girl. Like I said, I don't know, girl. You know, I don't think that he gonna be down for this whole trying to have $1 billion company, girl. You know, he probably down with a little play. Like, okay, child, this is gonna be a little company, but girl, whatever. When it's time to cook for these kids, be your ass at home. When it's time to go pick the kids up from school, your ass picking them up. Anyways, so when that bitch said that when Whitney said, girl, we have sex pretty much every day, but now we're only having sex 2 to 3 times a week. First of all, I said, girl, you doing good, quiet as kept, bitch. But just like she said, that's for them. Cause bitch, 2 or 3 times a week, bitch, you doing good. Bitch, I ain't had sex in so goddamn long, bitch. I think I forgot how to put a condom on. Do you hear me? No, I don't ever forget. Let me tell you something. Don't ever forget how to put no condom on. Hello. Anyway, but girl, Whitney, how have I been calling her Jenny? I hope I haven't been calling her Jenny. Whitney said that girl, she was used to hopping on the dick and doing the full split almost every day, and now she said it's like robotic sex. Girl, she just said, you done? You done? You done? When I tell you, bitch, I was screaming when she was giving those examples of robotic sex. Girl, you done? I'm sleeping. Girl, I was hollering. Anyway, so I put Salt Lake City doesn't look fun. Shout out to everybody who lives in Salt Lake City. It just does not. It looks like a place that I feel like it's like a vacation spot. Or like a family vacation. Or like a vacation home. Like, we're going to go here in December. Right? But to like live there, it just looks really dark and gloomy and no sunshine and it's like free. I'm all down for some cold weather, but I don't never see the sun out. I don't never not see no snow. Like, I don't know. It just looks like it wouldn't be fun to live there. Jen picks this place for her and Heather to meet up and talk. Bitch, when I tell you, I don't know how any of these bitches fuck with Jen Shaw. Jen Shaw called Heather a racist, Shrek, and Honey Boo Boo. Who wants some scatties? Girl, Shrek, racist, and called her Honey Boo Boo. She called that bitch Honey Boo Boo. She called that woman Honey Boo Boo. Girl. I said, quiet as it's kept, she do like Honey Boo Boo. But anyways, Jen crying, of course. This is what it comes down to. Jen tried to pull the race card. You don't know how it is for a brown girl. Jen, I hate to say this. I'm not saying that Jen hasn't been through stuff when she was younger, but Jen, in this situation dealing with these ladies, it has nothing to do with your race. You have a fucked up attitude. And you don't know how to talk to people. And you like to scream. And you like to yell. And you like to put your hands on people. Because I think, did she put her hands on Whitney last year when they were in Vegas? Jen, it's you. It don't have nothing to do with you being a person of color. It got to do with your fucked up attitude, bitch. That's why they don't want to fuck with you. And that's just what it comes down to. Everything I know, believe it or not, there are some situations, and it may be a few. I just want to make sure, y'all, I ain't trying to. There are some situations where it don't have nothing to do with the color of your skin. Or the fact that you may be gay, or lesbian, or trans, or a woman, or whatever. Sometimes it's just got to do with the fact that you a fucked up individual. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it comes down to. I know somebody who was like, they felt like because they were trans, certain things were not going their way at a job. No, baby. I'm here to tell you, it has nothing to do with you being trans. Your attitude is fucked up. And that's in real life. I don't even want to fuck with you, quiet as it's kept. So all I'm saying is, Jen Shaw, it don't have nothing to do with you being a person of color. Your attitude is fucked up. And ain't nobody dealing with all that hollering and screaming and putting on and throwing glasses on the ground and getting in people's face. Heather, when I say I absolutely fell in love with Heather last year, I thought she was funny. I just thought she was a funny girl. Whitney is cool. Like, I like it. Like, it ain't nobody on the show that I dislike. Even Jen with her crazy ass, I don't dislike Jen. You know what I'm saying? The bitch just crazy. But I fell in love with Heather last year. But Heather, you a goddamn fool. For you to let Jen sit there and pull the Jedi mind trick, and girl, for her to flip it, and you like, I feel like you're breaking up with me. Is this what it feels like to be broken up with? Oh my God, are you breaking up with me? I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I would've got my motherfucking dessert, whatever that was they threw in the goddamn fire. Bitch got my bag and hit it and punched it to the car. Give a fuck about that bitch crying. Anyways, that's it, y'all. That's the review. Girl, I'm about to go over here and do my little skin stuff, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.